Hi and welcome to a tutorial on creating a picture viewer in Visual Basics. Let's get started. You open your Visual Basics, you go to new project, you name your project picture viewer, click OK. Okay, so you get this form. You just stretch the form to the size of how you want your picture viewer. Alright, click the form, you go to name. We're going to call the form picture viewer underscore viewer. There are no spaces allowed. And name and conventions. You want to change this form 1 to picture viewer, so we go to text and we just type in picture viewer. You can have spaces for text. Let's start adding buttons. Go to toolbox. We're going to add 7 buttons, so just align the buttons. Okay, so we're going to start naming our buttons. We go to button 1. We're going to name this button clear picture, and we're going to go to the text and clear picture. I'm going to go ahead and name these other buttons, and I'm going to allow you to see what I named them so you can change them for yourself. Okay, so I named the buttons clear picture, set picture viewer background, set picture back color. I have a back arrow to go to previous picture, next arrow, select image and close. When you click the clear picture, it clears the picture. When you click set viewer background, you're going to get a dialog box that's going to change, that is going to have colors, and you can change the background color. Okay, just in case you don't know how to put an image on your button, what I basically did, I went to image, click the 3 little dots, go to import, and you just browse to where you have your image, and this is where I have my image, and I just click open. Right, and to just remove because it had the button text, it was like this, I just went to text and I just deleted the button. Okay, let's go ahead and add a picture box. I'm going to name the picture box my pic. We're going to go to border style, but as 3D. I'm going to change the back color to gray. We're going to add some dialog boxes that we'll need to change the color of the background, and we're going to need an open file so we can browse the pictures. And what we're going to do, we're going to have a slideshow, so we're going to need a timer. So we go to components and just double click on timer, and let's go to timer. We're going to change the timer interval from 100 to 2000, because 100 is too fast. Okay, let's add some radio buttons. I'm going to add 4 radio buttons. Okay, let's add 9 buttons instead, so we could have some more pictures, make it look nice. So just align these radio buttons. Okay, we're going to put these radio buttons in a container called a group box, so we could keep them nice and neat. Let's call this group box select image underscore image. Remember, no spaces are allowed. And oh sorry, right, select image, and we're going to go to text. Alright, we're going to go to text and change the text to select an image. So we're going to go to radio 1. We're going to change radio 1. We're going to change the name to OPT underscore image 1. This is where we're going to store image behind these buttons. and go to text and call it image 1. So we're going to go ahead and change the information. So this will be image 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and let's go ahead. Okay, so I went ahead and changed the radio buttons. Alright, let's go to, let's just stretch this a little more. Okay, we're gonna add two checkboxes, and we're gonna put those checkboxes in containers. And basically we're gonna name our group box, we're gonna name it select view, and we're gonna name checkbox 1 stretch and checkbox 2 slideshow. Okay, so we named our box select view, stretch image, and slideshow. Alright, so now we're going to go to project, properties, and I'm going to go resources. You browse anywhere on your computer for some pictures, and we're going to actually drag our images here. Just drag a simple drag and drop. Got images, you save, exit, and I'm going to start coding. Okay, before we start coding, let's just change the background of our form. So just click the form, go to back color, and I'm going to put mine as purple. You can put yours as any color. We're going to change the background of our boxes, group boxes. I'm going to put mine as silver. Okay, let's get started. Double click on image 1. What this code does, it says that when image 1 is selected, it's going to show the pictures that we dragged in my resources, and it's going to show the first image. And you do the same thing, image 2, you copy this code, paste it, and basically you just change to. Right, so you do this for all your code, and what happens is you see our IntelliSense appearing, which actually is really helpful. You know, just in case if you get something, you can just make sure and enable it, and you know, it actually helps you with your coding. So just go ahead and put the code behind all the other buttons. Okay, now that I've pasted my code, or enter my code into all the option buttons, let's double click on forms. So we're going to have a code put in here, so as soon as the form is loaded, you will see a picture already in the picture viewer. So what this code is really saying is my pick, once the picture in the image viewer, once option 3 is true or checked, it will show that image. So what we have to do is go and check image 3. So we go to properties. Right now it's false, put it as true. Alright, so let's go to clear picture, and this code basically clears the picture. We go to set picture viewer. What this code does, it says if the button is clicked, it changes me. This is another name to name your form, well, another way to call your form in the program. Okay, me is really the name of your form. You can either put the name of the form, which is picture viewer, or me. Me is preferred. As you can see, picture viewer is there. So, but we prefer me. And it brings up the dialog box for you to change the pictures. So basically, you can copy this code, and you double click on set picture, and you basically just change the me to my pick, because you want to change in my picture background. Alright, so we go to the next button. Okay, so we go to the previous button, double click, add our code, and as you can see, image num is highlighted. That's because we have to declare, we did not declare it, so we're gonna declare it as a global constant. And when you declare something as a global constant, that means it can be used in any part of the form. Right, what I did, it's a case. You can also use if statements. So this is for the previous button. It says when you click the button, it goes to image 1. Right, when you click the previous button, what it basically does, it does a countdown. So it goes from image 9, goes to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is what this code here basically does. So what you can do, you can just copy this code and you paste it into the next button code, and just make minor changes you have to make. Change this to increase this comment, and that's the code. And now let's go to select image. This code here allows you to select an image. Let's go to close, just type in close. Let's go to stretch. What this code says, if stretch button is checked, it stretches the image to the picture box. If it's not, it returns it to its normal size. So let's double click on slideshow. Okay, what this code does, if the slideshow check button is selected, it enables the timer. If it's not, it disables it. Alright, let's double click on timer. And remember, the timer is actually using the code in the next button. So what we can do, we can either copy this code and paste it into the timer coding area, or what we can do is just call the next button code, the code within the next button, and that's what we're gonna do. Right, that's a code. Right, let's make some final changes. Let's add a label, and we're going to text, and I'm just going to put in the name of my program. I'm going to add 2 labels actually. This will be programmer Stacy Lawrence, and this is going to be the name of. Okay, last changes. Let's click the form, and we're going to go to icon. We don't want this lame icon they have here, so you can also Google. You can find your own icons, whatever you like. Alright, click OK. Click forms again, and we're just going to go to form style. I'm just code it as fix 3D, and we're just going to disable the maximize button. That's this button here. Right, so maximize, put that as false, and that's it. So let's run our program by just clicking start. Okay, so let's click next. As you can see, our image is here. Let's click next, and it's changing. Previous button is working. Let's click our radio buttons. Yes, it's working. Let's click. As you can see, the image is not stretched, so let's click stretch. Slideshow. Alright, our slideshow is working also. Alright, let's just unclick it, and our slideshow stops. Let's unclick stretch. Let's clear the picture. Set the picture background. Clearing the picture doesn't delete the picture, it just clears the picture. Now I just did this so it can be a little more user friendly for you all. Okay, that color is a little too much. Right. So if you go back to next, let's select an image. Alright, so you select an image, click open, and there you go. Remember, you can stretch, So just slideshow again, and that's it. Click close. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you at my next tutorial. Bye.